Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I do want to touch on some things, especially with the GoFundMe account and everything that happened last week, this weekend, this past weekend. I do want to kind of pour my heart out for a quick minute to you guys, and then we're going to get on to the I hauled it, but did I like it? And I have a lot of drugstore awesome items I want to talk to you guys about in this I hauled it, so it is pretty exciting. So you can skip forward with my weeping that I may do when I'm just going to talk to you guys about the GoFundMe, but I do want to touch on that real quick before we get into the I hauled it. So if you are interested in that, then just keep watching. So I did want to first and foremost come on here and thank you guys. I am going to be making a separate video with my husband. It was his idea. He was like, please let me get on camera and just express myself to your viewers. And I was like, that's a perfect idea. We should definitely do that. I mean, we've been trying to think of some way to say thank you, to pay it forward, and we will be somehow paying it forward when we get right. And I do want to thank you guys so much. It was like 5 hours that GoFundMe account was up, and it hit its goal. And so many of you privately donated and helped in so many different areas, whether it was just prayers or you were just thinking about my family, you know, or you even offered to send diapers or food, and you have no idea how much that means, how shocking and humbling it was to see everybody, people who weren't even subscribers on my channel, coming over because they saw my video or they just saw the GoFundMe account and donating. And I'm like, I cried and cried, and thank God for makeup to cover up my puffy eyes, because I have been crying. I couldn't sleep last night, and not in a bad way, and in the most amazing way possible, from the kindness that you guys have shown me, that complete strangers have shown me, how my life in one moment went from being in such a dark, deep hole that I didn't see a way out, to seeing the light and seeing the world in a totally, completely different way. I've never experienced this kind of kindness from anyone. I never thought that this kind of compassion and kindness was possible on the internet. You guys know, first and foremost, that I am a person who is always like, the internet is full of hate, full of drama, full of ugliness, and to see such a huge side of the good, it's completely changed my view. It's completely uplifted me. You guys have done so much for me. You have no idea. But that does bring me to something else with this person, Allison Lee. She is Allie W9 something, I don't know. She has no profile picture on YouTube because she is a troll. She is a troll. Before Google Plus was disconnected from YouTube, she used to harass me, and I checked out her Google Plus, and she trolled a lot of people. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is the same Tiana Lee that harassed me and started my thread on Guru Gossiper and got removed from that site for sharing photos of private things that were not supposed to be accessible to her. So I'm pretty sure that this is the one and the same person, but she is trying to tell you guys that I am scamming you. She also IM'd my sister on Facebook and then manufactured a fake screenshot to show people in a video that she's making about me. I have the true screenshot. I will show you guys the true screenshot. My sister is devastated. She thinks that she's done something wrong. My husband came home from the police station from filing a report, and he was devastated. He was like, why is someone doing this? Why are they doing this? So he asked his mother to take him back downtown to get a copy of the police report. So we are going to put all of the proof all together, and we will be making a video for anyone who has donated. Anyone who has donated to my GoFundMe, to me privately, you are more than right to come to me and ask me for proof. I will provide every inch of it for you. I am not hiding anything. My position was what it was. I did not start the GoFundMe account. Dawn did that for me, and she asked me to stop being stubborn and accept help for once. So I did. I know that it is being talked about on Periscope, on some YouTubers' Periscopes. It is very hurtful to know that a lot of people that I considered friends on here turned their backs on me, especially when they had GoFundMe accounts themselves, and I shared it and I supported it. And even though I didn't make it for myself, I did allow it to happen. And I do realize that some of you, that angers a lot of you and it upsets a lot of you. And I know exactly where you're coming from. But I do also have to say that I am not going to be acknowledging this hate, the hate that comes from this. People calling me a scammer, people bringing down me and my family from something so beautiful. I'm not going to allow these people who don't even support me to make something that was so beautiful and so kind and so rare in this world and turn it into something ugly. I'm not going to allow that. So any of those comments will be deleted. I'm not acknowledging it. But whoever has donated to me is well in their rights to ask me for proof of what I spend that money on. You know, any police reports, anything to prove that I am not a scam artist. And I have all of that proof and I will give it to anyone who wants it. Anyone. All right, now that we are past that, I want to get right into the I hauled it, but did I like it? Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is from e.l.f. Now, these are e.l.f.'s smudge pots, and I know that you guys have probably heard of these. A lot of people who do drugstore only or even just buy these will rave them up, and they are well in their rights to do so because these are amazing little pot critters, like amazing. Now, I had never personally tried them out. I like cream shadows. I have a lot of cream shadows, so I was never like, oh, I need to go grab those. They are super, super cheap. I think they're either $1, which I'm pretty sure that they are $1. You can get them at the dollar store, I believe, but they may be like $3. I'm not sure. $1 to $3. Either or, it's an amazing deal for what these do. Now, I have 3, and I've gotten all of them in friend mails. Like I said, I never purchased these myself. I got them in friend mails. I have Back to Basics, which as far as I've heard, this is a very popular one from them. And then I have a lighter pink one that is called Ain't That Sweet. And then I have a more gold one called Gotta Glow. Now, I have to admit, the Back to Basics and Gotta Glow are 2 of my favorites. I don't use the pink one as much, but it's just as beautiful. Now, what I like to use these for is a base for my eyeshadow. You can use them by themselves as a cream shadow, and they are very vibrant, and they do last long, but I have noticed that they do crease a little bit, so I like to apply eyeshadow over top of them. And if you use them as a base anyway and put a shadow that's about the same color over top of them, it makes it just pop. It's very, very bright. It brings out the pigment in the eyeshadow, and it sets this so it doesn't crease. So it does create a very beautiful pair if you pair it with a loose eyeshadow or just a pan eyeshadow, and it keeps it there all day. It doesn't smudge, you know, it doesn't wear off. It's just perfection. And for the price, you cannot beat these. So I definitely want to see if they have any more. I'm going to check out their website, and I think that it's an amazing deal. It's an amazing deal. It's amazing when you can find something that is so cheap that works just as good as high-end things. Like, you don't need the MAC, you know, the little pots that MAC has that are like, what, $18, $20? Just go to e.l.f. These are $1 or $3. Super cheap, very pigmented, very beautiful, and they do the job. So this was a great find, in my opinion. I think they're amazing. If you guys have these and you love them or you have an opinion on them, leave that in the comments below. I'd love to know if there are any other colors that I should get in my collection, because these are definitely a keeper. They will be in my collection forever until I use them up. I think that they are good. Now, moving on to some more eyeshadows, but they're not pots. These are single shadows, and they are the Wet n Wild single eyeshadows. I got these in a friend mail, and then I did go to the dollar store a few months back and grab some more, and I did a giveaway with them. So I have 3, and the one that I have that I use the most is called Brulee. And this is one that a lot of people were like, you have to get it. It's amazing for literally anything that you want to use it for. Inner corner highlight, brow bone, you know, just on your lid. And it's truth. Now, this is just like a matte cream kind of colored eyeshadow, and it's very, very pigmented. I use it a lot when I do a matte look on my eyes for a brow bone highlight. I've used it in the inner corner. I've used this for a lot of things, and I really, really like this. It does not wear off very fast, and you would think for a Wet n Wild eyeshadow, it wouldn't last on the lid, on the brow bone. It wouldn't last anywhere really without a primer or anything like that. It lasts a long time. The pigmentation on this actually shocked me, and that's why I went and grabbed more. I think that they are amazing. I do know that the single shadows that have the glitter in them are not as good. They're kind of like a Vaseline production with just glitter thrown into it, and a lot of the times the top is the only thing that has glitter, and then it's just like straight Vaseline type of stuff, and that's just not my thing. I don't like that. That goops up because I have hooded eyelids, so it doesn't work for me. But these single shadows that don't have the glitter in them are amazing. Now this one is actually one that I've been loving, and this is called Nutty, and it's kind of like a glazed brown. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, and it's so beautiful on the lid. And I do love to pair it with this one, the Back to Basics. These two are like perfection. They're complete perfection. I love it. This is another one that is, it's not like crazy pigmented, but it's pigmented enough to throw off that sheen onto your eyes, and it just looks so beautiful. It would be great for someone who loves neutral eye looks. So $1, like, yeah. And the last one that I have is called Cheeky, and I thought that this was just cute. And I don't know if you can see the pan or not, but I've used this quite a bit. I love it. This does have a little bit of glitter in it. It has a little bit of a sheen, more glitter than sheen. It is very, very pigmented and very, very pretty. I've been trying to figure out a look that I can do using this, because I really want to do a get ready with me using this color because it's so pretty. But I think that every single one of these Wet n Wild single eyeshadows are completely worth it. They kind of feel like a steal. Wet n Wild is really shocking me lately. I tried the that palette, Comfort Zone, the Comfort Zone palette. Amazing palette. It blew me out of the water, so I started like, Wet n Wild, you know, trying out more and more of their stuff. And some of the stuff is hit and miss. Some of it sucks. Some of it really, really sucks. But some of the stuff are complete hits. And I think that what I want to do is try out a lot of Wet n Wild and do a dedicated video on the good and the bad of Wet n Wild. So if that's something that you're interested in, leave me a comment and let me know. Next from Wet n Wild that I wanted to review for you guys is this color icon, and this is Reserve Your Cabana. Now this is very, very popular. It's been popular for years, I'm guessing. It's a staple in a lot of people's collections, a lot of people who do drugstore a lot, even people who love high-end like Tara Babies. This is something that she goes through like water on her channel. She's got, when you watch her empties, she's got like 5 of these in her empties. She loves them. And she is who made me went and pick this up at 5 and Below. So I picked it up. She uses it more as a highlighter all over the face, and that's exactly what I do. After I am completely done with my face, like foundation wise, I can't talk today, I'm so sorry. Foundation wise, and I've set it, and then I've done my eyebrows, stuff like that, but it's like a clean slate. I go back in with a clean like powder brush, and I just kind of fluff this all over my face, and it doesn't give you like a complete too harsh glow like a Becca Opal highlighter. This is very, very light. It doesn't cause your foundation to change color. It doesn't have like a color payoff per se. It just has this soft glow to it, and it just gives you like a lit from within look. Kind of like if you are broke like me and you don't have the money for that Hourglass ambient light, this would be a good dupe for it. I don't think it's a complete dupe because that is extremely high end, so their products are way better, but this does give you that lit from within glow look, and I've been loving it for the winter. I've been using it, I just all over, like I love it. I can see why Tara Babies goes through this like water, because it's hard not to use and to stop using. Once you start using it, you have to scale it back a little bit. But I love how cheap it is. I love how big the pan is. The only thing that I don't like is how bulky it is. It's very hard to store, but some of Wet n Wild stuff is like that. A lot of their trios, a lot of their bigger pan things are kind of bulky. So other than that, that's the only complaint I have about it. I think it's a perfect product, and I think that it would be great for any skin tone. So I definitely recommend getting this. Now the last 2 things that I want to review for you guys is more high-end stuff. And the first thing is from Bare Minerals. Now, when I first got into makeup, I first started my channel, Bare Minerals to me was a loose mineral foundation company. That's really all they had come out with at that point. I had tried their stuff in the past and did not like it. Loose mineral foundation, I'm not good at using it. You know, it's a little bit too detailed for me, and I like to just slap on some liquid foundation and good to go. So I was like, no, it was something that I passed over. It was a company that I passed over. So So now that I'm getting really into makeup, I started branching out with their company, and one of the first things that I got from them came in a little pack that I had actually won from a giveaway, and it came with this Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lip gloss. It's a buttercream lip gloss, and I didn't think that I would like this because it's a lip gloss, and I'm not a lip gloss fan. This, however, may be my favorite lip gloss that I've ever used, or buttercream. I'm not really sure what they call this. It's a lip gloss. It's a pigmented lip gloss, and I love it. Now, I absolutely love the applicator. It's a doe foot, only it's a little bit more angled than normal doe foot. It's a little bit more flatter on one side, and it's so easy to apply, get to the inner corner of your lip. Like, it's so easy without making a mess. It has an amazing pigmentation to it, and that's what I like. I like it. If it's gonna be glossy, it better have that pigmentation, and this does. It smells amazing. It wears amazing. It's not super sticky. So I definitely would repurchase this. I would get the full size of the Marvelous Moxie. Is that what it's called? Yes, Marvelous Moxie. I keep wanting to call it Marvelous Molly because of the YouTuber that I watch, but this is a great lip gloss. Like, I can't stress that enough. I love the packaging. I was really shocked about this because I'm not a lip gloss person, but if I were to love lip gloss, this would be the lip gloss that I would constantly wear. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think that it's pigmented, it's creamy, it's not sticky, and it's just something that I really wanted to talk to you guys about today because I think that this is a company that still is kind of underrated. They're kind of the underdog. You know, people don't look their way a lot, and I do know that their concealer last year in 2015, it's only been a couple of months, but you know, like, it's not even been a couple of months, it's been a month, but you know, their concealer was hyped up and then it kind of went away, and I just think that they have some products in their line that are worth raving about, and this lip gloss is one of them. And the last thing that I want to talk about is from Too Faced, and this is their Glitter Glaze. Now, this is a sparkly shadow top coat. So I got this at TJ Maxx. It was only a couple of dollars, and I was so excited to see Too Faced at TJ Maxx that I just grabbed it up, not even really thinking. It was around like a year ago, Christmas time. So I thought that if I wore like a sparkly pigment or a sparkly eyeshadow, I could put this over top of it. It comes with a doe foot applicator, and when you swatch it, it looks okay. It's just like a silver sheen kind of liquid eyeshadow. Like, that's really all it is. When I picked it up, I thought it was going to be glitter. I thought it was going to be a really nice glitter topper. And it's just a sheen. So if I had glitter on my eyes already, it literally just wiped the glitter right off my eye. It creases like a mother. And besides that point, it wears off. Now, I have hooded eyelids, so it would stick to the top of my lid. It would smear everywhere. It would crease my eyeshadow. I couldn't use it alone. I couldn't use it as a base. I could not use this, period. So it's going to be going away from my collection. I have not used it. I've used it 2 or 3 times last year. Haven't used it since. So it needs to go. All I'm using for is a wand right now. That's what it's good for. So this was definitely something that I was not impressed with. I do see why it kind of made its way to TJ Maxx, and it was only a few dollars. They had it in gold and silver, and I did not pick up the gold. I'm so glad that I didn't because it was a waste of money even at $3. Let me know if any of you guys have gotten these and if you found a way to use them that works for you, because if I can keep this in my collection and actually get it to work, I would be so grateful. So that is everything that I wanted to review for you guys in this I Hauled It But Did I Like It. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.